Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm starting this video barefaced, obviously. Seen in the title, we're going to be doing the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 First Impressions and Day Long Wear Test. I've seen this so much all over YouTube. I've seen some of my friends talking about it, so I'm like, you know what, I like a medium to heavy coverage. I need to try this. I keep seeing great reviews, so I'm wondering if it's gonna work for my skin though, because I do have like a combination oily skin throughout the day. Like it'll start well, and then as my day goes on, I tend to get shinier and oilier. So I'm really interested to see how this product's going to work for me. So let's just jump into the video. Before we get too far in, I just want to thank anyone who is new to my channel for coming to view this video, to see this review and test, and who's maybe watched a few of my videos. I really hope you take a moment to hit that subscribe button down below. And now let's get started. I got the O2 Natural, and the packaging is very distinct. Like, it's so obvious. When I was in the drugstore, I was like, okay, this is definitely what I've been hearing about. Let me just try it. I like when it's distinct packaging because I'm like, I'm gonna know exactly what it is upon first glance. Medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free formula, long wearing, water resistant, and sweat proof is what it claims to be. So today we're gonna put this to the test. Right now I only have on my Rimmel BB cream just for kind of like a base, and a light under eye, a visible lift blur concealer, like just right under here where I would normally do it anyway, no matter what kind of foundation I was wearing. Ooh, it's a pump. I love me a pump. I kind of was just trying to go off of the bottom color as far as like what my shade would be right now, because it is winter here in the US. And this looks like it's going to be a pretty good match. So let's see. Ooh, I like that it's really thick and it's not coming off my hand at all. I'm going to take a beauty blender and just put it into the product here and kind of start applying it to my face. I like to do little dabbies all over my face and then put it in. I think I am going to wet my sponge though, because I do like a more finished look. Alright, now let's just, can you see all that goodness? Yeah. Let's take our wet beauty blender here and just start working that product in. I can definitely tell that it has medium to full coverage just by the way that it's kind of going across my skin with this wet beauty blender. It does have some orange undertones I'm noticing, which doesn't bother me too much because I already know I'm going to be using a bronzer with the rest of my look today. Let's see here. So this is just like one, application. I do feel more orangey than I thought I would with the O2 Natural color. Blend that neck, girl. Blend it. Oof. Okay. Settling, it's not as orangey. All right, now I'm going to apply the rest of my makeup and kind of see how it works with the rest of that. So be right back. Okay, and this is what my full faced makeup looks like. I put on the foundation, and then I did set it with a translucent NYX powder, and I did some bronzer, some highlight, obviously my eyes and lips. And at first I thought it was pretty orangey, and I was a little disappointed, but so far this highlight here is literally my highlight. It's not shine yet. So I don't know, kind of comparing with the neck, not too bad. I mean, it is winter, so this color may be a little bit better for me once I have some color in my life, but get close here. This is in some natural light with a little bit of lighting in my dressing room, but pretty good so far, pretty good. I think I may need to try this a few times before I really know how I feel about it, but this is how it looks right now. So I'm gonna check in with you guys in just a little bit and let you know how it wore on my skin. See you soon. Okay guys, this is an hour in, and as I've mentioned before, so I did bake the powder when I did apply my makeup earlier, just so it didn't have as much of an orangey feel in the face, because I do feel like it is a little more orangey toned than my skin is. Mine's a little bit more pinky, I guess, but so far it's doing well. I have removed any like skin softening from my camera so you can get a better view of, if you see texture, then that's all my acne prone skin. But I did remove any skin smoothing techniques just so you could better see them at the foundation. So we're gonna see how this lasts. You know, an hour in, anything can last an hour in, so we're gonna see how this does throughout the day. But this is how we're doing so far. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you can get an idea. You can kind of see some of that orange I'm talking about there on my neck. I did try to blend that out, but I mean, that's more of a color issue than it is a lasting power issue. But it is good to know that even when you think it's your skin tone, this does come off a bit more orangey than you're anticipating it's going to. Even though it didn't pump that way, it's definitely like, here's the bit I had on my hand from earlier. I didn't wash it off intentionally, just kind of have an idea. And it's definitely gotten darker. It's definitely more orange than it was originally. And there's definitely a spot on my hand here. The color does oxidize, and it does like, it's a little orangey. No, look, granted, I do use a lot of bronzer and whatnot, so I can kind of blend it on my face, but like I said, there's gonna need to be a lot more on my neck here. Again, that's a color issue, I know, but it still kind of ties into just, you know, reviewing and testing this product, because I don't think that's the same. I don't think it's the same, do you? I don't know if you can see all of this on camera, but we shall see. We're gonna see how this lasts through the day and how it wears and if it starts getting patchy or anything, but so far, no patchiness, but it does oxidize to not quite Oompa Loompa, but you know, you could get there real quick if you're not careful. So part of the review, part of the test. So let's see how it does in a little bit later. Okay guys, it is about 6 hours later, and it really still has really good coverage. I'm really surprised. And I don't have any like extra shine to me, so it's definitely stayed pretty matte. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. Again, I took off any smoothing abilities on my camera, so you're seeing my skin and the texture just as it is. And there's really not any patchiness that I'm seeing. Let's see, how's the coloration looking? All right, I think the color is looking better. Again, on my left hand, I left the color on where I was swatching it, and it's definitely not as noticeable as it was before. All right, so 6 hours in, we're still looking pretty good. All right, I'm gonna do a final check-in tonight before I take it off, and I'll let you guys know what my final thoughts are. Okay, guys, it is, okay, wait, okay, it is 11 hours later, and I'm not gonna lie, this surprised me. It has stayed on fairly well. You could start to see that it is kind of patching off, coming off, because it has been like 12 hours, and I'm a face toucher, as we've discussed a million times. But I think I like this foundation a lot. I wasn't sure when I first put it on though, because it did come off kind of orangey. After it set in and dried, it was definitely more orangey. You can still see like an outline on my hand, but I think it kind of blends out after a while. It is wearable. I just need to kind of work with it a little bit more. So that is my final review for the Milani Conceal Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I hope you hit the subscribe button down below.